Hey everyone, welcome to another Still Speaks video, but joining new that you are so smart. And speaking of the smartest people, only the smartest people have hit that subscribe button and they rang that bell and they turn on all notifications to be part of the hottest Supreme Commander 2 action that this channel has to offer. It means the absolute world to me. And speaking of meaning the world to me, click the link down below and check out my band King of Cups' latest song called Back to You. We even have a music video for it. Click the link down below to check that out. And do not adjust your set. Yes, it does look like Open Palms, but it is not Open Palms. It's inspired by Open Palms. This is called Open Pines. I believe Alphahex, Maxing, and the others have been working very, very hard on making this map a reality. The joke is Open Palms does not have any palms on it. And Open Pines only has palms on it. And I believe Open Palms has pines on it, which is a funny thing because they don't have the trees that they say they are on there. But Open Palms is actually a lore thing where people could go there with their hands up, showing that their palms are open, meaning they don't have a weapon in there. That's part of the lore. So it's a lore thing, but this is a joke on the tree, right? So anyhow, let's do a quick overview of the map. It is, of course, you got the little raised area just like in Open Palms, and then we got the sides, which are, these are a little bit easier to protect because there's choke points here, and then these very far areas which are very mass rich but are very easy to attack because look, they're on the low ground here, so it's going to be harder to defend. So yes, it's symmetrical. It is on the same on both sides. So the expansions are here. And guess what? I believe this one it has actually enough to support 4 players. You could have your air player way in back. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's only 3 players. Your air player goes here, and then you got your land players over on the side, right? But if this does have 4 player support, this is where the air player should absolutely go. It's a lot like the OG Open Palms a little bit, right? I mean, I don't remember Open Palms on FAF. I really don't. I'm super sorry about that. I know a lot of y'all will hate that, but whatever. It's okay. This is called Open Pines. It is a little bit bigger than Supreme Commander 2's Open Palms, so I'm loving it. And also, there's a water feature. So Cybran could put down a naval factory, sea factory, whatever you want to call it, and build the boats with the legs on them. So that's a huge investment, and it could pay off, right? So enough talk about, well, actually, we gotta wait. Enough. I do need to talk more. So Alphahex helped make this, and he also helped with the Eco Viewer. So he got to talk about the Eco Viewer. So here it is. We got the players' colors, their names, their mass per second, their energy per second, research, and research per minute. So that's how you read that. And again, Alphahex has a YouTube channel. He's also been a longtime patron, and he's got a Patreon of his own. So if you want to help support this guy make more great things like the Eco Viewer and maps, definitely worthwhile to support him. And check out his YouTube channel and subscribe to him. So let's introduce the players. Sorry I talked so long, but I have to show you around the map that, well, most people probably haven't seen. And the only place to get a hold of it, the only place to actually be able to download it and help test it, is the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server. The link is in the description down below. So anyhow, we got Alphahex spawning in as the brown Cyber Commander, dropping down an air factory first and then ecoing all the things. And definitely you want an air factory because look how far this rush distance is. It's a lot farther than Open Palms. And then we got Hope spawning in as the red Cyber Commander, dropping down a research station. Kind of an interesting opener, but then again, we don't know the meta for this map. It very well could be a research station, a double research station at that, because again, the rush distance is quite large, so it would take a very long time for an enemy's troops to walk over. You could easily see them on radar and respond. and their reinforcements will definitely take a long time to get to you. So you don't have a whole lot to worry about. So it looks like Alphahex is scouting, seeing all the things. And do remember there's multiple choke points here. And again, this raised area, probably don't want to fight with artillery right there or be on the receiving end, right? Now, Hope building a high damage air tower instead of a factory. Don't know how I feel about that, but then again, Hope is one of the best players in the world, and this is a brand new map. In my opinion, I think Hope is probably going to want to get adapters as soon as he could. And anti-air protection, it's going to be harder to protect this area from air. As in open palms, you can put something there, it'll protect both sides. We'll put it right there, it'll only protect right here, right? And only 2 air units bombing and attacking, not going to be enough to kill an engineer. 2 bombers will tickle things to death. Wow, maybe it will kill this engineer. They're going to come back? No, they're not coming back around. They're probably looking for another victim. So that engineer survived, has a high damage air tower to protect him. Or her. We're all inclusive here with our engineers, right? And 1 little plane gets shot down. That's quite significant at this early stage in the game if Hope had air. And it still is significant because it reduces Alphahex's damage by 25% because he's only got 3 planes. He would have had 4. Blah, blah, blah. You know. So let's see. Alphahex has a land factory, which is quite delayed. This is his first, well, no, his second. I don't know where that come out of the air factory or the land factory. Probably looks like the land factory. I don't know. I'm going to pretend that this is the first unit out. And finally, Hope builds a land factory after about 3 minutes. My goodness. My goodness, that's all I got to say. And that anti-air tower right here is not protecting this single mass extractor, and that's a core mass. That could be incredibly painful if he loses that this early in the game. Okay, now it's hitting. Almost effective enough to take out 1 whole unit. Wow, okay. Now let's see what's happening here. So I had to take a sip of my mushroom coffee. Oh! Which is caffeine free. It's got, yeah, it's quite good. I found that it's called Pure Shroom. I'm sure it's got a little bit of caffeine, but I'm highly caffeine sensitive, so I can't have coffee. But I'm actually very excited. For you, those of you who are caffeine sensitive like me, go to Amazon, check out Pure Shroom. Their decaffeinated mushroom coffee. It is divine. I haven't had coffee in multiple years, and I am actually tasting coffee for the first time in like 5 years, so I'm super happy about that. Sorry to digress here, but I had to have a sip. I'm jonesing. I've been jonesing for 5 years, dude. So anyhow, yeah, this little dance over here. Will they get this mass extractor? Yeah, probably should target the loyalists. Got to keep damage on it because that engineer is going to repair it. I don't know if that's going to be successful for Alphahex. I really don't. Okay, 2 land factories for Hope. Quite good. Okay, now Alphahex is getting research, which is quite needed. Now Alphahex is saturating the last of his expansions. He's got 2 expansions to Hope's 1. I think an engineer no, the engineer fell back. I don't know. But all I know is Alphahex is significantly ahead on mass by like 5 points. Over 5 points per second. Another land factory. I don't know about putting it. Well, actually, that might not be so bad. Alphahex getting another land factory. This is 2 versus 3 land factories. Of course, Alphahex stopped producing. Nope. I thought he stopped producing air, but he's still producing air. Alphahex is going after these more risky mass extractors on both sides. And I gotta say, I don't blame him because, again, he's scouted, he's got air. Hope doesn't really have much to deal with these. Like, all Alphahex has to do is attack down the center, and Hope will have to retreat and defend the center, right? At least that's the way I'm seeing it. Maybe I'm wrong here. Hope building a TAC missile on and a radar. Not a bad anti-air. Not a bad setup here. Maybe a shield will be in order later on. But those TAC missiles, do they reach anything of consequence? They're going to hit the factory? No, they don't. I don't think it's going to reach anything of consequence. But it will prevent point defense creeps, or at least hinder them significantly. And they will fire in the direction of your enemy always. Well, it's going to hit something? The ground. Okay. Not worth it. Not worth it. It could be worth it to keep Alphahex's units moving. I remember when new players, they have this problem where their units get hit by TAC missiles like this. This is going to happen. No, see? Alphahex moves it just so slightly and doesn't get damaged. But new players, I've seen them lose units that way. All Alphahex has to do is just keep his units moving. No big deal. And Hope has a megalith, so this is going to be this is going to be this is what he needs to use to win this match. Because Alphahex has air. They're pretty evenly matched on the ground, but, it doesn't look like Hope is going for another expansion or the riskier expansions, or even the expansion in back, which probably is ill-advised at this point because Alphahex has air. Alphahex going for the expansion in back, which is definitely a good thing. Both players floating a little bit of mass, but that can be forgiven because they are building gantries. They're going to need that mass to build more experimentals. Hope probably needs a little bit more energy. Probably about 2 or 3 more. Now, there is a megalith for Hope. Alphahex probably knows this. Probably has a good game sense to know what just popped out. And is splitting his units apart so the splash damage does not kill them. Alphahex building factories on the flanks. These will be very powerful factories, not just for defense, but for offense and attacking these expansions. Like Alphahex has easy access to these expansions as well as a radar. Now that is phenomenal. A little bit of an attack down the center, taking out a few loyalists. Not a huge deal, not a huge loss, but that splash damage from that cannon. Why is Hope bringing his ACU up? That is just weird. I don't know why Hope is bringing his ACU up. That is... point defense creep. I don't know why he's doing a point defense creep when air is a major problem. He's got land locked down for these megaliths, but air is not a... Oh, here's a problem back here. See, that is the issue for Alphahex, for Hope's build right here. And now, Alphahex's megalith is being built. Couple more gantries coming out, so Hope needs to win this fight. Like I said, no anti-air. Definitely not good. You need anti-air. The point defense has been very, very helpful, but you need anti-air. Alphahex winning over here, taking out two mass extractors. If you look up at the eco viewer, the mass per second is wildly in Alphex's favor by more than double. Alphahex putting shields on his shields. Did I just say that? Shields on his factories to give them far more HP, hiding the megalith behind the factory because, of course, oddly enough, you could fire through factories. Now Hope is in grave danger. Hope isn't out of this yet. I mean, he's not out of the game yet. He could always build up his eco and try again. But it looks like the eco over here is going to be under attack. Two loyalists are not going to win. They're falling back probably to get the point defense to help. Yeah, again, Hope losing mass extractors. 0%. 0% what is needed for Hope. Hope's going to be in a world of hurt when these start producing faster. That's a second megalith. Hope has 2 megaliths as well, with 2 more on the way. But we got 2 more on the way for Alphahex. Or is he going to get a cicada? Now, a cicada will change the way this match is played. Yeah, see, Hope, Alphahex keeps expanding. He doesn't care if he's going into his enemy's territory. He just keeps expanding, keep making that money. Why an air factor? Why an air thing now? Yeah, anti-air is good, but have you seen Loyalists? Let's see, Hope has 6 research. Probably might want to start investing in Loyalists, which would be very helpful for the Megas. Or he's probably going for the cicada. I don't know. Either or, it's going to be great. Either or, those are great. No, this is bad. Bad news for Hope. All these points of entry in the base. Yeah, those guys can't just jump off the cliff. There's some anti-air. Significant amount of anti-air right there. Alphahex does not want his units in there flying, but... Okay, Hope has 4. Alphahex is 3. Excuse me. 2. Yeah, his anti-air is being very successful. Hope is being very successful with that anti-air. Alphahex is now a little bit in trouble. Hope is controlling his megaliths very, very well. They're being controlled extremely well. Now this is a nail in the coffin. Hope could have survived, but losing this? No. This will put Alphahex, I think he's 3 times as amount as mass as Hope. That's because Alphahex kept expanding and Hope did not. For those of you at home, constantly expand. Don't let this happen to you. Alphahex floating a lot of mass, but that's because his mass per second is 61 per second. You don't see that every game, that number of mass per second. You don't see that very often at all. But 3 core mass were lost for Hope. Jump jets, quite a interesting and good idea right here. These guys could come in and assault anywhere. Now, the clock is ticking for Hope. Even though Hope has a significant amount of mass, he does not have a good lead on it. Another air factory being built, that is quite a good idea for Alphahex. Having a, I would just get that naval factory and see what happens. Get those guys. I think they shoot a little. No, I don't think they shoot farther than a Mega. I don't know, but they're significantly cheaper, and they do act like small experimentals. They have pretty good AA. Not that Alphahex needs it. Hope putting down point defense, which is actually not a bad idea, but Cobras exist and are now going to make Hope's life a living heck. Hell, heck, whatever. Cicada for Hope. Now that's a significant advantage for him. That's going to... And now Alphahex is getting adapters, which are a really good way to increase the health of your units. That Cicadas can't take much more of that. Oh, the Cicada's down. The Cicada is down. That means the tides could instantly turn on Hope. Why is Hope pushing? Ooh, this is... Gotta remember, Alphahex has defender's advantage now. A Cicada for Alphahex. Oh, no! Hope is in deep. Oh, no. Hope is in deep. Ooh, losing all the core mass. That is... And Hope control Cade. Yeah, that was pretty bleak there at the end. Losing all of that core mass. But remember, Hope is one of the best players in the world. And nobody knows the meta for this map yet. Hope did not go eco. He just got one expansion and called it a day and was like, let's get on with this. But Alphahex took a little time to eco, and that's how he won this. If you look, there are many gantries for Alphahex. There were only 3 maximum for Hope. If you look, Alphahex had 75.55 mass per second. They're both floating mass. Hope probably because he didn't have enough gantries. Alphahex because he's got too many mass extractors. And you can't say too many because you can never have too many. Alphahex just keeps expanding the way he does. He was probably going to go for Hope's expansion next and even Hope's back expansion. That would have been a huge insult. But look at all these air units. See, Alphahex was making an effort to use all of that mass. You can see all of these engineers. I don't think there's a lazy engineer in Alphahex's army. Yeah, this guy probably just got done chilling in the palms, in open pines. Yes, these are palm trees, everybody, in open pines. Very funny. That's a good joke. I like that joke. But anyhow, this could easily become a pro favorite, in my opinion. Easily. It's so well designed. It has a lot of cool chokes. Cybran and Aeon could definitely float around and just teleport, jump jet, and do so much havoc. UEF's Fat Boys could post up here and just rain hell on bases. So very useful. Very good. Very good design. But Hope, like I said, is a great player. Did not eco, probably played a little more aggressive than he needed to, which is okay. Yes, again, he's one of the best players in the world. These things do happen, but Alphahex ecoed. And again, the meta is not known for this map, so nobody knows how this game is going to play out in the long run. So yeah. Well done, Alphahex. Well done on the map design, and well done on the game. Thank you, Maxing, for working on this, and everyone else who is involved in making Open Pines a reality. Pines? Dang it. Anyhow, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite it, because it helps me out. Send your replays to stillspeaks@gmail.com, or do like Alphahex did. He's part of the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server, and he uploaded this replay, and he added me. and he was patient. He also mailed me the test map. So this is the test map, and I have it. He mailed it to me, and he made sure I had it so I could use it. So if you want to test this map out, you're gonna have to talk to the people who make it. And the only way to do that is to join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server. That's a very important part of this. Or you could also find me and direct message me. Only do one. That's the only 3 ways I accept replays, but I only want you to do one. Because if you do more than one, I'll get confused, and I'll be very upset at you. So thank you for your understanding. So yeah. Again, the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server is the way to go. You want to find people to play against. There's over 3,000 members to challenge in a match. And again, there's a lot of great perks like memes. People love memes. And again, these maps. These maps are phenomenal. Definitely want to get involved with that. So yeah. Cue Alphahex's ad now.
What? You still haven't joined the biggest Supreme Commander 2 Discord in the world with over 1,000? 2,000? You have General, Hall of Fame, all the YouTube channels, all the YouTube videos, streaming. Don't worry about that. Ask for some help, post some memes, send some replays, find a game, death chat. We even have a channel for all the Xbox Subcom 2 players. So what are you waiting for? Click the first link in the video description or just type Supreme Commander 2 in this thing that nobody will ever use. You should join now!
Comment down below, say something nice about the players, about the game, and say something nice about the map. It is a phenomenal map, and if you have nothing to say, and you got this far, and you want to let me know you got this far, just say the palms are bendy bendy palms, or something like that. That way I know you were listening. So yeah. If you like what I do and you want to support this channel, the Patreon page, click the link down below to get involved with that. A huge shout out to Prelia Tornex, Akone, Alphahex, Iron Commander, and Valor. Did you know Valor has a YouTube channel? My goodness, I should have shouted him out sooner. Definitely go check out Valor. He is starting the cast again, and I am very happy for him. He's really good at this. Definitely check him out. And if a subscription service isn't your thing, of course, this could be a subscription service if you want it to be. But if you want to just give me $5 once and call it a day, I have a Ko-Fi account. A huge thank you to Colin, 300, for giving me so much money. Thank you, dude. And another huge shout out to Dr. Pearl. Thank you guys for being amazing and giving me cash. You guys are awesome. Thank you. And if you don't want to spend any money, I got you. But you still want to support, just watch these videos all the way through and help feed that algorithm. Like, subscribe, comment, do all of those things. Helps out the channel immensely. And if you want to be even more awesome, check out my band's YouTube, all the YouTube video, the channel, the music video. Watch it all the way through. Comment, like, subscribe. You know, do all those things. Those things are very helpful. And if you want to be even more awesome, check out my band on Spotify. Follow us. Listen to back to you 2 or 3 times because the algorithm likes if you listen to it more than once, and add it to a playlist that helps feed that algorithm. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for being part of this community. You guys are amazing. So yeah, share with your friends, family, and foes who need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GG.